Hello everyone, my name is Appleguy, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. In the previous video, we did the quest for a man named Richard to get us access to the next dungeon, Key Cavern. In today's video, instead of heading to Key Cavern, we are in fact going to collect about 1 billion Secret Seashells. You may think I'm exaggerating, and if you do, then you are correct. But I am only exaggerating a little bit. We're going to be getting like 10 of the things, so it's going to be quite a lot. We're going to start off by heading to a location that you might have seen, maybe might not have seen, while we were doing some adventures around these here parts of the prairie. And I believe it is just up here. It most certainly is not. We will come back here in a moment. There are lots of things we need to do, and one of those things does happen to be over there. But let's go ahead and find this first location first. We're going to be heading to a place called the Seashell Manor, which of course is relevant to the Secret Seashell hunt. It's actually right up here, if I do believe. It is. Huzzah. Seashell Mansion. If we walk into here, you can see that there is a place we can deposit our seashells. I am the spirit of the mansion. I have been waiting for someone, one who can overcome the darkness. Find the secret shells. Then ascend the platform. You will receive the ultimate sword. Sounds like you should come back with lots of shells and try standing on the platform. Well, I've got a handful right now, so why don't we go ahead and stand? We will deposit a handful of our secret seashells, fill up the bar, and every time we hit one of those shells, we'll get a present reward. This present reward is a very simple one. Just a piece of heart. Very good. I believe that's piece of heart number 10? 9 maybe? Maybe, yeah, that's 9. That's 9. Okay, great. So, with that in mind, knowing that we now have access to the Secret Seashell Manor, we of course want to gather secret seashells, like this secret seashell right here. Also worth mentioning, you might be able to see the energy emitting right here. If we dig, we can activate a warp spot. So now we can go between the Seashell Mansion to the Ukuku Prairie to Dampé's Shack. And apparently we haven't gone to the graveyard yet. That's fine. Okay, next up, we're going to continue our mission to collect secret seashells by heading back sort of the way we came. This guy dared to poke me. Oh, you all just wait till I get the ultimate sword from the Seashell Manor in like 10 episodes. I don't know how long it'll take me to get that weapon. We'll get it eventually. If we head down here, there will be a maze of stones. I don't know. In my notes, I have that they're barnacles, because they kind of look like barnacles to me. Do they look like barnacles to you? Let me know in the comments section. But if we lift this, we can get yet another secret seashell. Very good, very good. What do we do with them? Well, we know what we do with them now. We give them to the Seashell Manor. Let's go into this cave as well. There should be a few ways we can go through this cave. Especially if we equip some bombs, we can go through this bombable wall here. Of course, like I said in an earlier video, you can tap walls with your sword to see if they are in fact bombable. And we can jump over here using our Rock's Feather, using all of our items. Alright, here we've got quite the puzzle it does up here. This wall is most certainly not bombable, right? No. Okay, let's go down here. And how are we going to want to get out? We can go up and over. It's probably the easiest way. Alright. And then we can leave through here. This will take us to an upper ledge, I do believe. It do. Very good, very good. Let's go ahead and slay these flying Octorok enemies. They could be a little troublesome for our next task. Our next task, of course, is talking to this owl. Around here, secrets are nigh. Nigh means near, and near means here. Ooh, that kind of rhymed. That actually did rhyme. Hot dang. I'm so good at my job. My job of speaking into microphone. Okay, now we want to head to the lower exit, so we're going to re-enter the cave and just walk ourselves back. Let's go ahead and toss. How would we want to get back? Like this? What do I want to do here? I think I messed up. Let's see. How would I want to get back? Oh, you know what? Can I jump up on this upper ledge and then jump down? Probably not, right? Is that a crime? It is a crime. The game does not allow me to do such a thing. Okay, well, I'm smart. I'm in college. I can figure this out. So I need to move the rocks in a certain way that will let me go freely. What would you guys recommend as non-professional rock pushers? Because what I'm doing isn't working. I've been in here for 10 minutes. I got a piece of power from one of the enemies. You just leave. You just walk off the edge. That's how you leave. How lame is that, man? I'm out here trying to say I'm a professional Legend of Zelda gamer. I can't even jump off a ledge. What a fool. Alright, well, let's go ahead and clean these two enemies up. Very cool. Now we need to get another Secret Seashell. That's the plan. The plan is simple. And the simple plan also takes us to here to get a new warp zone. This one is called Martha's Bay. Who is Martha and who is her bay? We do not know. Let's go ahead and walk down over here, though, and claim ourselves another Secret Seashell. Very, very good. The next thing we're going to do is actually take a small break from doing Secret Seashells. We're going to do trading sequence stuff. A single trading sequence item. We're going to transfer ourselves to the prairie, Cuckoo Prairie, that is, because that will grant us the easiest access to this next entity, who may or may not be named Terran. It's Terran. Hello, Terran. He's right there. You see him? That's him. That's Terran. Hello, Terran. Oh, Link, I see you have a nice stick. Can I borrow it for a second? You can. Oh, it's a stick, by the way. Anyway, he's gonna poke this honeycomb like a fool. Well, now you've really done it. Animal Crossing style. Sorry to hear that. You're doing great, though. Okay. Now we have the honeycomb. The stick became a honeycomb. You're not sure how it happened, but take it. I will. Very good. So now we have a honeycomb. We can use the honeycomb in the future. We're going to blow up this rock and dig where it stood. Get ourselves another Secret Seashell. Okay, now I think we need to... Yes, I'm right. We need to head to the mysterious forest to continue our adventures here. Hopefully not our misadventures. That would be very bad if it was a misadventure. Do we have a warp point up there? Oh, we just unlocked a whole ton of the map. Okay, I really want to get this point. We'll get that later, I guess. We need to get there as well. Anyway, warp points was what I was looking for. They're not on the map. Let's just see. We've got Dampe's shack, which might be, like, slightly closer. Nah, I'll just walk there. I've got all the seashells lined up on my notepad, and so I could just start grabbing them, but that would be dangerous to start grabbing them out of order. Let's check the shop, by the way, while we're here, just so you guys can get an objective of our next goals. As you can see here, we have the bow and arrow for 980 rupees, which we are going to need to buy, and the 200 rupee piece of heart, which we are going to need to buy. So at some point, we're going to have to get both of those, which is a total of 1,280 rupees. 1280. Almost a computer resolution, but not quite. Wow, Dampe is a teleporter. He is everywhere at once, and also nowhere. Very cool. Alright, so Mysterious Forest has a handful of Secret Seashells that we are after. We need to be on the lookout for the... I pressed the shield button, man. We need to be on the lookout for these Secret Seashells because they will not be obvious. Hence their name, Secret Seashell. We'll have to keep that in mind. We can get one of them over here. And actually, if you were a eagle-eyed viewer, you might have noticed that Bow Wow actually pointed this out to us. Bow Wow gave us a note that said, dig here, as we were walking around with Bow Wow. And that was a little indication that we can, or could have, at an earlier point in the game, gotten ourselves a Secret Seashell there. But we didn't get it at that point. We're getting it now. And that's also fine. You don't need to be in a rush. It's not about how fast you are. It's about how successful you are. And we are succeeding in getting about 1 billion Secret Seashells for the Secret Seashell Manor. Alright, now that we've taken care of those two, we need to head up to the Gupongo Swamp area of the game. Specifically over here on the right-hand side. You'll notice there's a lot of places in Koholint that have random bushes like this one. They're usually indications that you can get a secret seashell or something of that sort. Sometimes it's not a shell, but another item of value. It's usually a shell, let's be honest with ourselves. Oh, how'd I screw that jump up? Okay. Alright, now we're here in lag territory, so prepare for the game to lag. While this game is lagging, allow me to remind you that the Nintendo Switch is a very powerful console from 2017, and definitely is not out of date. It actually is a good console. It just has games that it can't run for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, here we are in the Tal Heights area of the world. We need to pick up this rock and, well, we'll get hit into a secret seashell. Thanks. I was going to throw that at a guy, but that's fine, I guess. I'll just have to take him out without throwing something at him. I'll throw my sword at him. And I'll poke this guy in the behind. And then slash him. Very good. Okay. This is the Dampe's Shack warp point. Okay, cool. Very cool. We're going to head south of Dampe's Shack real quick, though. To this maze of very ugly trees. The Toronbo wasteland. I also want to get the graveyard. If I just walk into the graveyard, can I get the graveyard on the map or no? We'll do it later. There's a secret seashell here. There we go. You can tell because the hole. Well, also, there's like a weird grass indentation to begin with. I have low health, and that is no good. And these crows certainly aren't helping. So let's go ahead and skedaddle on out of here to get the graveyard. Oh, heck yeah. The cemetery. My apologies. Okay, so now where we want to go. Tal Heights. We're going to head to Tal Heights. Alright. That is the place of the game we have a map location for, which I guess means we went there technically through Candlelit Castle, but we're not really prepared to go there quite yet. We can get some items, though, even if we're not ready to do, like, the full-on activity. It's like going into, like, a third grade class as a second grader. I don't know where I'm going with that analogy. Bottom line is we're not ready to do the content there yet, but we can walk there nonetheless and see what there is to see, and perhaps open a warp point, and perhaps throw a bomb into a hole. Because what are bombs for, if not tossing into mysterious holes next to warp points? Very good. And I hope I'm on the right side. I think I am, because below us should be Candlelit Castle. And above us is... well, that's a dungeon we can't do yet. Ignore that key, ladies and gentlemen. Ignore the key. But, go away, Tektites. And I don't know what those mushroom dudes are, but I don't like them either. I also don't like how low my health is. Warp Zone. Good, for Tal Heights. Let's get ourselves some bombs and play some basketball. What's it going to give us? Well, I told you, it's going to give us a secret seashell. Awesome. 2 more, I believe, for today's video. 2 more, 1 more, 2 more, 2 more. Let's get the shovel back out, because we're going to need the shovel for both of them. And the easiest place to warp to get this next one, probably Martha's Bay. Let's go to Martha's Bay. We just opened up that warp zone for us. Good to see us using the warp zones, of course. I'll have you know that in the original game, there were fewer warp zones, and you could not choose which one to go. Okay, Martha's Bay was a bad choice. I accept that it was a bad choice, but hey, easily fixed by warping to Ma Bay. Anyway, warp zones were not as customizable as you see here. There were fewer of them, and they warped you through a cycle. So instead of stepping onto this one and choosing where to go, instead you would step onto this one, and it would put you somewhere in the world. It didn't randomize it, but there was an order of rotation. Basically, you can think of it like if it was a clock, right? Instead of having 1 o'clock through 12 o'clock of locations you could teleport to, you had 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and 12 o'clock. And every time you stepped on one, it would rotate you clockwise to the next one. So right now, if we were at location 3 and we wanted to go to location 12, we can just go. But in the original game, you would have to go 3 to 6, 6 to 9, 9 to 12. It took a very long time. It was perhaps a little unintended of a lengthener as far as the process goes. Warping should be very efficient. When you warp, you just kind of want to get. And so that is something we can do now, thanks to the game and how they changed the things around. All right, so we're on the beach, the Toronbo Shores. Actually, why don't we get this chest too? Because it's right here. What is in this chest? Some rupees. What a lovely surprise. What we actually need is down here in this corner. There we go. Another Secret Seashell. Is this Secret Seashell 18, I want to say? 19. Pardon me. Well, let's go ahead and grab our 20th then. Why don't we? In order to get the 20th one, we're going to need to go up here past... oh, well, this is Martha's Bay again, but we are unfortunately not able to cross over. Where we need to go, however, if we're going to look at the map, is actually here near Tail Cave. Can we get into here yet? I don't know if we can. I don't think we can. We might need to open Tail Cave first. So perhaps we will open Tail Cave next time. I think, do we need to open Tail Cave? Let's go investigate. Either way, we need to work our way towards Tail Cave, because if we're not doing Tail Cave in today's video, obviously, then we're doing it next video. So we need to open up Tail Cave and see what there is. But I'm pretty sure we, I want to get into that area, so I guess we might need to put the key in. Who'd have thought? I believe we can get ourselves a prize right now from the Seashell Manor, so perhaps we'll do that instead. I think that might be a better plan of attack, and save this other seashell for the episode after we do Key Cavern. It's not called Tail Cave. I think I've been calling it Tail Cave the whole time. It's called Key Cavern. Right? Yeah. Okay. Make that correction. Do we need to warp there? Can I just walk there? I think I should probably just walk. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm going to the Seashell Manor, so we're going to warp. Because we need to get our reward from the Seashell Manor. It's not a super useful reward for me, but it could be a super useful reward if you are a first-time player of the game. And that is because, well, I know where everything is. You might not believe it with my inability to solve that one puzzle at the top of the video where you just jump off a ledge. But I do have a general idea of what I'm doing. So, this item will not prove too useful to me, but it may prove useful to you. Let's go ahead and claim it regardless of its use or disuse that it will see, and instead judge it on the merits of what it is. So we're going to step on here once again and give ourselves a boost to the seashell juice. A boost to the juice. All right. We will fill up another green seashell, get another prize. That prize, of course, being... there we go, the seashell detector. It'll let you know when there's a seashell close by. It'll give a casual, hey, there's a seashell nearby, if there's a seashell nearby. Which, like I said, can be very useful if you don't know where they are, or don't know where to go to find where they are, aka google.com. But hey, this game was only made in 2020. Actually, 2019. So, internet didn't exist back then. Alrighty. Well, hey, there's the Secret Seashell detector working right now. It gave me a haptic and it appeared in the top corner of the screen. That's also where the Secret Seashell is. It's right there. So we'll get that next time because we need to open up the door to Key Cavern, which we will do at the top of the next video, and we'll conquer Key Cavern then. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be all for now. I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please hit like and subscribe. And tell your friends about my channel if you think they would enjoy it. It means a lot to me when you guys spread my videos around. And I will catch you guys all back here next time for my next video. Until then, as always, take care.